shows us a very disturbing picture and reveals some new evidence in a story he first broke last August. It's the picture of a tourist who came to Florida and was repeatedly pepper sprayed. He died in pain, and nobody is willing to take the blame.
Nick Christie came to Florida from up north in Ohio to get away for a while, spend a little time with his brother.
He was a tourist, he was a guest, he was a visitor, he was a vacationer. You know, a lot of people do that in Florida.
But most tourists don't end up like this, bound, gagged, and heavily pepper sprayed.
This photo is a photo of a man who's strapped to a chair naked inside of a jail cell for hours, covered in pepper spray with a hood over his face. I mean, that evokes thoughts of being tortured.
Nick DiCello is a lawyer who represents the Christie family. This deeply disturbing photo, obtained by Fox 13, was taken in the final hours of Nick Christie's life. You can see the pepper spray dripping from his body. A spit mask covered his mouth. He was in agony. The medical examiner ruled Christie's death was a homicide because he had been restrained and sprayed with pepper spray by law enforcement officers. But nobody was ever charged with a crime, and the Lee County State Attorney cleared the sheriff's office of any wrongdoing. It's been more than 2.5 years now, and his wife still can't accept what happened.
I was shocked. This was something out of a horror movie.
Joyce Christie says her husband was depressed and showing signs of erratic behavior a few days before leaving for Florida. She called authorities and pleaded that her husband be taken to a hospital and given his medications. Instead, he was taken to the Lee County Jail for disorderly intoxication. Her lawsuit alleges he was pepper sprayed 10 times over a 48-hour period, at times while in a restraint chair. That's him in the chair in this jail surveillance video.
There's an allegation that he was pepper sprayed when he was restrained. Can you see a reason for doing that?
I cannot.
Tom DePaula spent more than 30 years in law enforcement at TPD and the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. He's seen firsthand the effects of pepper spray and knows its limitations.
The purpose is to incapacitate the person temporarily, and that's a key word, long enough so that you can restrain them.
So you don't pepper spray them when they're restrained?
No, that would be ridiculous to pepper spray them while they're restrained.
Monshe Gibbs was a deputy trainee at the jail. She broke her silence in this video deposition obtained by Fox 13 Investigates. She testifies that she thought the way Christie was treated was excessive.
Christie had a spit mask on, spit hood?
Yes.
Could you see that he was he naked?
Yes, he was.
Completely naked?
Completely naked.
Gibbs said Christie pleaded with guards to take off the spit mask because he couldn't breathe. He later died at the hospital. His heart failed from the shock of the pepper spray.
It was almost like he was tortured. Nobody should have to go through what we went through.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.